No, 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 no. What is this? Decrease oxygen. Whoa. Whoa. Hello, peoples of the internet. This is Eminough, and oh my goodness, I must have forgotten to pause my game last time because look at that. We need to actually decrease our oxygen now. We've got plant life levels of habitability and 75 million credits. So let's just come back over here and double check. We've got 292,709 parts per million of oxygen. Still growing at a rate of 142 parts per million per minute. And over here, we have quite the substantial amount of water, 488,255 centimeters. So what we need to do right away is we're ignoring that culture point for the moment that we got, probably from population, and we are going to straight away turn off both of our kelp farms. Oh, looks like I already did that. There's one that's turned off, and the other one should be in Wandermere. I just wanted I put one in Wandermere. Yeah. Okay, so what's this transmission about? One free Genesis point. Sure, why not? I'll be right back, everybody. Please pardon the interruption. Congratulations, you have successfully obtained one Genesis point. Awesome. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's just double check oxygen. I'm still kind of worried about that. You know, we could use something to take oxygen out of the atmosphere at this point, so let's go ahead and see if we can research something that will do that. Oxygen filter, carbon fixer, hydro generator. Okay, let's go ahead and research that really fast. And now, let's go ahead and use this culture point to get 5% closer to independence. Alright, and we can't quite build the space elevator yet. We need 100 million credits for that. Let's see if we can get more credits. We could almost get 20 million more credits, and that would put us really, really close to where we're going. Let's see. Cultural revenue boost. I'm going to decline that. I'm going to see if I can get both of them in one go. Let's go over to the colonies tab. Come over here to Zakharov's Wish. How close are you? Oh, you are completely maxed out. You need your Habdome upgraded or something, but not quite yet, I think. I mean, we do obviously need more spaces, but that's going to increase the amount of oxygen we're outputting, and we don't need that right now. We need less oxygen, surprisingly enough. So that should only take, it takes 3. Alright, and let's go ahead and rush this as well. It's going to cost 6, but that's fine. And now we need 11 more Genesis points before we can rush to that. Rush a lot closer to that. But either way, the year is 2158. We have 75,960 people living on Mars, which appears to be our cap at the moment. Oh no, not quite. We've still got room for quite a few people. Pardon the double tap. But either way, we have officially achieved plant life levels of habitability, and that is the first major step that we've made in this series. Let's see. Mining revenue boost. No, thank you. Let's come over here to satellites, because I know we can build a few of these. Can we build this? 50 million credits for the orbital surveyor. 50 million for the Lagrange Academy. 50 million for the Sky Farm. And we get a buffer or some kind of a discount for the Soletta. So it'll only cost 25 million. And the space elevator obviously costs 100 million credits. And that's what we're saving up for right now. So what we should do, let's go ahead and check up on... Ooh, we've taken a big dip in... Oh, but that's because we don't have the buffers on. We don't have the bonuses on. So that does take into account the increases in revenue offered by those transmissions. Okay, that's very good to know. So let's go ahead and I think accept the next two if it offers one each, or just the next one if it only offers one. I mean if it offers both of them. By the way, I got a new microphone. How are you guys liking it? Let's go ahead and boost this mining revenue. I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, and we are back, everyone. Now let's continue with this episode. Let's come over to the biosphere, and I'm just curious, what we can get away with in terms of... Oh, we could get away with basically anything we wanted, except we're gonna want a high oxygen adapted gene if we introduce someone right now. Other than that, and maybe a little bit of high pressure adaptation. So let's see if we... Let's do cold adapted, high pressure adapted, and high oxygen adapted. Current health 100%, offered +2, support score 1 modifiers, current and projected. Okay. Okay, so let's not do that quite yet, but soon. Cultural revenue boost for 1 hour. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, and we are back once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and clear that. We do still need to decrease the oxygen. As you can see, we've got a very clearly defined atmosphere now, and I think a lot of it is oxygen now. Well, not a lot of it. I mean, if we were maybe twice the oxygen saturation that we currently are, it would be mostly oxygen. And we are still growing at a substantial rate. And actually, a lot of it looks like it's coming from that Hab complex level 10 in Zakharov's Wish. So what I think we're going to do, let's build a Hab dome. We're not renaming Zakharov's Wish, don't worry, everyone. Under construction, hurry. 6 Genesis points. This is why we saved them up, ladies and gentlemen. And let's go ahead and disable that. 2 free Genesis points. I'll be right back, everybody. We are starting to come into more need for Genesis points. Okay, and we're back, everyone. I don't think that did anything. It turned on a really, really long video that wasn't rendering at all. I'm gonna have to talk to the developers, see if they know anything about that. Anyways, it doesn't look like we got any more Genesis points, but that's fine. Now let's go ahead and come over to Wandermere. What is this? Oh, leave it alone. Leave it alone. A new sport. Okay, that's awesome, and I'll talk about it more after the break. I apologize, everybody. Huh, that's weird. That commercial didn't just take. Anyways, let's go to the culture tab. 5% more towards independence, and we should now be 95% victorious. That is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. That is just fantastic. Now, we do need to decrease the oxygen by a substantial amount, and we are growing at a significantly lower rate than we were previously. Oh, we've got an oxygen plant running. Let's go ahead and disable that. Come over to Zakharov's Wish. Disable. And now, plus 75 per minute. It's going to be a lot easier to counteract. Let's come over to Wandermere, because you should have, yeah, you've got a bunch of spaces free. And let's rush this carbon fixer. And that is going to increase the pressure by a significant amount. Plus 10 Pascal per minute. Now let's see if this... Ooh. Let's see if this transmission does anything. I'll be back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. No, it doesn't seem to have done anything. Either that or I just keep getting a bunch of free Genesis points. I don't think I have any more than I used to have. Yeah, that's really weird. I'm going to have to talk to the developers about that for sure. I'm not mad or anything. Don't get me wrong. I am not mad about that. Biofixture lab. It adds 10 oxygen and hydrogen processor. Minus 100 pressure. Plus 10 heat and plus 20 water. So let's go ahead and check out our heat. Oh, we're a little bit warmer than we need to be. By about 5,000 to 6,000 millikelvin. Okay, and water. We could stand for a little bit more, but we need to be careful, especially with the global warming. Increasing water levels by 363 centimeters per minute. That is a lot. Okay, and so I think the next couple of episodes, no thank you, at least the next 2 episodes, including this one, are going to be just balancing out what happened while I foolishly left the game running. And also, I apologize for not having a video on Monday. Things really got kind of crazy with finals and with my work. But I should be good to just record videos for now. And the Imogen Suite in Zakharov's Wish has been upgraded to level 10. Remind me what the Imogen Suite does. I think... plus 330 pressure and plus 55 oxygen. Let's go ahead and disable that. Thank you very much. That would have been useful in the last episode, but we do not need that much oxygen or that much pressure at all. At all, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we could stand to decrease the pressure and the oxygen quite a bit. Let's just go ahead and research rhodium really quickly. Increase incoming transmission. No thank you. And just really fast, I want to see if there's any rhodium. Ow? Okay, we're zoning in on it. And that looks pretty promising. Okay, and I'm just gonna do the same thing really quickly for these other places. Whoa. Holy cow. Right there. Let's go ahead. 8,000 credits per minute. And let's go over to Yoglin really quickly. Rhodium. Nice. All worthwhile investments, although we are going to want to start looking out for the sea level. Okay, and that definitely didn't do anything. Okay, so I think I'm just going to start declining those transmissions for the rest of the episode at least. And let's come over here. Let's take a look at the globe for just a moment here. You can see those huge canyons are starting to fill in with water. Ooh. A heroic nurse who saved hundreds of lives during a devastating pandemic. With the local government expected to announce a statue in his honor soon, it's all but certain that he will become a part of the local culture. Awesome. Good work, heroic nurse of Wandermere. Now let's just look here. You see, right around there is where the coastline is going to be, and there's actually a continent up there, it looks like. Or a subcontinent or something. I don't think I knew that for certain. Let's see. We've got something right there. Right down there, if you guys can see it. Also, pardon any sniffles you hear. I am still kind of sick. And it doesn't look like we have anything else visible on the surface. Oh, except right there. We've got a city right there. That's where this transmission is about. Cultural revenue boost? No, thank you. We've got that for this episode. But I mean, as soon as we have plants, speaking of, I kind of want to... I'm not going to make a plant by most means. Let's go with grass. Maybe moss. What about shrubs? Or trees? Let's go with grass. Let's see what grass is going to be like. Let's make it cold adapted. Just a general extremophile, and then cash crop. Environment. Oof. What if we did that? Yeah, we can't do that quite yet. But it does say we are in the range for plant life. So pretty soon we'll be able to do that. And that will be really cool. Because then we'll start getting greenery everywhere, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. Transmission, just go ahead and decline that. And let's see, next culture point at 100,000 population, just as I suspected. Which, let's see, we need another 20,854. Which means it's going to be about 2 hours at the current growth rate before we hit 100,000 population. But luckily, we seem to be coming into a lot of culture points via musicians and sports being developed and drinks and all sorts of amazing things happening naturally among the people of Mars. So we may not need to wait for 100,000 people. But if we do, that's totally fine with me. And I hope it's fine with you guys as well. Pardon the cough. Now let's see. Let's just do a quick summary check. We got a little bit too warm, but we're still well in the green range. We do need to decrease the pressure quite a bit. Where are we in terms of pressure, by the way? We are 36,000 pascals above our goal. All right. our O2 levels are way too high. It looks like we're nearly in the 300,000 range. Yeah, 294,000. We're still growing. Let's see if this works. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. And that looks like it is a negatory. Okay. Let's go over to the colonies, Wandermere. I think I already built one in Wandermere, though. Okay, we can go ahead and disable the thermal dust. And the borehole. A rush of organized crime has spread throughout Zakharov's wish. Dang. Automated nursery. Let's see. Oh, we're in Zakharov's wish right now. Okay, let's go over to Wandermere. Carbon fixer. Okay. Let's go ahead and build one more carbon fixer. And we can go ahead and hurry that. Oops, and let's go ahead and check on our pressure. Wandermere Imogen Suite level 2. Let's go ahead and disable that. Whoops. Incoming transmission. Let's go ahead and... Sorry if I seem flustered, everybody. This has been a rather wild episode for me. What with leaving the game on in the background and all of the things we're trying to do to balance it out. We're still growing, but not nearly by as much. And if we come over to O2, we are actually losing it now, which is good. We do not need nearly as much oxygen as we currently have. In fact, we're 5% over what we want to be. It says between 18 and 24% of the air should be oxygen. And we are currently at almost 25%. So that's going to be interesting. And we are currently at 80,000 population. The year is 2160. We are currently capable of supporting some plant life, though not much as we've found. And we are currently trying to decrease oxygen. And as soon as we become independent, there should be fewer bad events happening. And that will be terrific. Incoming transmission, you say? Culture boost. No, thank you. We're good. Alright. And... let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and just take a moment to appreciate how far we've come, whether intentionally or not. Alright, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That should be about where I had the audio before. Maybe closer to there is correct. Okay. And now, let's just take a quick look at the map. We can see we've got Zakharov's Wish is right there, and there is Wandermere. And then we've got a few assorted mines scattered across the planet. Mining revenue? No thank you. We've got it. Now we have made a few steps backwards in terms of how close we are to the space elevator. But I'm not too worried about that. We'll get there sooner than you might think. And now let's see here. I wonder. Let's just look over here at the culture tab and plan out what we will do if and when we are able to build the Lagrange Academy, which we could right now. But I think we should build the space elevator first. So we would probably want to, let's see, we could increase the the transformation policies so that, oh, we can actually stop this. Yes, let's begin that campaign. I don't care that we just spent 10 million on it. We want a well-educated and not anti-science population here on Mars. Let's see what this transmission is about. Mining revenue boost? No thanks. We've got this. Alright, and okay, so we're going to want to increase the rate of habitations a little bit. And maybe put it to equally split, or give it 5% favor in terms of habitations. Then yeah, we're kind of at the point in the game where we don't really need research speed all that much. Ooh, a cultural hotspot. Polynesians have moved to Wandermere. That's awesome. Polynesian culture is really awesome. I mean, I'm not Polynesian, and I haven't met a lot of them, but from what I've seen on films and other things like that, and from what I've heard from friends who I know who do know Polynesians, they are awesome. Now let's see. We don't have any culture points, of course. We'll get a new one for sure at 100,000 population. And we're still trying to decrease oxygen, which we are. It's going down. It's not growing anymore. But it is going to take quite a long time at this rate before any significant changes happen. So I'm not going to spend Genesis points on this one. Let's come over to Zakharov's Wish. And let's just go ahead, and build one more carbon fixer. Nothing too crazy, just one more carbon fixer. Pardon me, hold on a second, please. Alright, and we're back. I just had to take a quick drink of water. I did bring some with me this time. And I'm not sure, honestly, what else to do for this episode. But I feel like I should prolong it just a little bit longer. Let's see about this transmission. Hold on a moment, everybody. And yeah, that looks like it didn't do anything either. I'm really genuinely disappointed about that. Now, let's actually come over here. No. You know what we should do? Let's come over here, get credits, and I am going to go ahead let's go ahead and refuse that. Okay, and now we only have 7 Genesis points, but we did get back 10 million credits. And honestly, everybody, I think that's about where I should leave you. I don't want to make 15 minutes of unnecessary filler. And of course, some things are going to happen in those next 15 minutes. So you know what? Let's give it another minute or two. And if nothing exciting happens, then I will go ahead and leave you where we are. So, let's take a look at the world as a whole. And I think it's actually interesting if you look at the map of Mars. There is a huge, massive continent that covers almost the entire planet. And of course, it's going to get smaller as the oceans rise a little bit more. But there's just this huge landmass right here, and then there's this inland sea. This is really cool. How the continents appear on Mars, as opposed to how they appear on Earth. And of course they're going to be different. I mean, planets form very differently from each other, even in the same solar system. And yeah, I don't think that many interesting things are going to happen in the near future, so I'm going to leave us right here, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode as much as I have. This has been a really good episode for me, even though we did start out not in the best of ways, finding out that we had left our game on. And with that, Zakharov's Wish is happy to announce the opening of its new Genetic Park, a sprawling tourist attraction featuring genetically engineered specimens of extinct animal species, as well as creatures pulled from classical mythology and medieval fantasy. The park is already pulling in huge crowds, and we expect absolutely nothing to go wrong. The name is even similar. Genetic Park, Jurassic Park. Oh, it's such an obvious reference. I'm not even mad though. That's amazing. That is amazing. Let's go see how that's affected Zakharov's Wish really fast. Rich rhenium deposits, monument, early lander, neo-pagan community, great musician, 5+5 population, masterpiece television show, cozy architecture, featured in a hit video game, rich magnesium deposits, brutal architecture style. I still love that enormous juxtaposition with the architecture in Zakharov's Wish. That's just amazing. Cuban community, anti-intellectualism, local legend Stoneface, great artist, +5 population, featured in a hit television show, +5 population, breakthrough, Atmogen Suite, rich magnesium deposits, +2100 credits per minute, masterpiece television show, local legend, heroic engineer, local cuisine, featured in a hit play, +8 population, great programmer, +1500 credits, artistic architectural style, anti-intellectualism, Greek community, featured in a hit video game, Turkish community, Classical architecture style, rich indium deposits, plus 1400 credits. Great sculptor, plus 1500 credits. Masterpiece, television show, anti-intellectualism. That's 3 anti-intellectualisms I've just read off. Trade route with Wondermere, plus 6,000 credits. Trade route with Wondermere, plus 6,000 credits. Anti-intellectualism, that's 4. Oh, the poor people of Zakharov's Wish, they're so dumb. I mean, they're undoubtedly very intelligent people in Zakharov's Wish, but my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Rich gold deposits, 2,300 credits. Local legend, the hiker. Great poet, plus 5 population. Local drink, organized crime, featured in a hit film, plus 2 population. Masterpiece play, masterpiece painting, local drink, film studio, 2,300 credits. Classical architecture style, local legend, heroic nurse, organized crime, -2 population. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. Level 3 mine in Gorman Epsilon. And genetic park. Oh, it's pulling in revenue is what it's doing. Okay. I was curious about what it was doing. Was it pulling in population? Was it pulling in money? Of course it's pulling in money, though. It's a tourist attraction. Anyways, that is fascinating, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Is this the game making it up to us that we've lost so many credits to faulty incoming transmissions? Let's collect this. I was about to be very mad that even the free no video culture point or Genesis points didn't work, but there they are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a really good place, I think, to end this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. A lot of really interesting things happened. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe even leave a comment on your favorite part of this episode. And let me know down in the comments below what satellite you think we should build first, because except for the space elevator, we do have enough credits to build any of them. So if you guys think that we should build, say, the Soletta or the Lagrange Academy first, and then I'd be happy to build any of them, because honestly they are all very useful. I was just prioritizing the space elevator first. In any case, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to catch even more exciting videos like this. As we get further into the game, there are doubtlessly going to be even more really interesting and really fast-paced episodes just like this one. So make sure you subscribe. And not only do I do TerraGenesis videos, but I also do games like Minecraft, I do games like Subnautica, and Plague Incorporated, and many, many other strategy games. So that's enough of an outro from me. This has been Eminough, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you very much, and goodbye.